What is going on? DJ Valence here, coming at you with my first ever vlog entry, actually. But I figured this was a good place to start because I just got back from Las Vegas on an amazing trip, visiting my buddy, the real DJ Steve. Thank you for the couch to crash on, by the way, man. I had a blast. You know that. You were there. But just kind of want to recap my trip and talk to you about just all kinds of different subjects. This may take a while, may not. I don't know. We'll have to see when I get done editing. But let's see here. So the first thing that we did out there in Vegas was, of course, we walked the strip and looked at some things and the normal Vegas type stuff. But I'm going to talk about the DJ related stuff we did, which was quite a bit. The first thing that comes to my mind is visiting Rich at Wax Tracks, which there is a video, or will be a video on this channel, kind of documenting my experience out there at Wax Tracks. What a great experience. The place it's in a house, and it's the coolest record store I've ever been into. Now, have I been to like a million record stores? No, I haven't, but I've been to a few or quite a few. And this was just the coolest design and layout, and you could tell this guy has built his life around music and records. And it was funny. I had a buddy of mine ask me for a super rare Northern Soul record, and I apologize, I don't remember right at the top of my head what it was, but it was playing on the portable that he had set up. And it was just kind of ironic how that happened. But anything you wanted to ask this guy, he knew. It was almost kind of like I stepped into a scene from High Fidelity, if you've seen that movie. He's a little pricey. You could see that on the reviews on Google. I don't think it's a secret. Anybody I've talked to will tell you the same. But it's almost kind of like he doesn't quite want to sell his stuff, but he wants you to know he has it. But that being said, he has it. So, even if you don't buy anything, it's great to just have the experience of going in there. And again, check out the other video. I'll try to link it to this video too, to make it easier for you. But and it was cool too when we were in there. Elton John was actually placing an order, and he's a regular customer there. And he was actually placing an order for some records for his own personal collection. So that was really neat to be a part of. And I kind of listened. I was hoping I could hear, oh, you're going to be here on Wednesday or whenever, but didn't hear anything about Elton John going, so we didn't go back. But it was a great stop on the trip. I picked up a 45 with Purple Rain on one side and Raspberry Beret on the other side. It was a repress. I paid a little bit too much for it probably, but that's okay. I needed it for our Shingling show in Springfield, Missouri, which is a funk and soul show. And that went off pretty well. But again, it was worth it, and the record was in excellent shape. That was another thing that I really noticed about Rich's collection, is everything was in really, really good shape. I don't think this guy messes with anything that's not. So let me go ahead and keep going on the digging side of things. I went to a place called Zia, and I don't remember which location I went to, but what I do remember is they had a corner of 45s, and that's what I was looking for, because we had our show here in Springfield. Had a little corner of 45s. I found some really cool stuff, which I'll also link a video to, and kind of let you know what I found. I'm going to start documenting my digs and seeing if I made any money, as far as Discog value goes, just to see how well I did. And just to let you guys know what I'm digging for, and it's just fun. I have a good time doing it. I love video too, so it works out for me. But in any case, I spent, I think, $6 on 45s, and I got about $28 worth of Discog value when I looked those records up. And then also, aside from that, I picked out a couple rare records that weren't even on Discogs. I'm still waiting to find or research those to see what they're worth. So hopefully I'll be able to post those too. But again, check that video out if you want to see what I dug for and all that. And I will tell you, if you're in Vegas, I did not make it through all those boxes of 45s, and they had some good stuff in there. 2 for 75 cents, I believe is what it was. I mean, it was just, I kind of wish I would have bought it all, but I couldn't bring it on the plane with me. But again, it was a great experience, and make sure to check out that video. Um, so on to the next thing. We got to, uh, again, I visited my friend, the real DJ Steve out in Vegas, who is part of a group called United DJs. Make sure you check them out. I know they've got a Facebook page, and I believe, yeah, they've got a website as well. So we went to the Stratosphere, and he knows DJ Kitty, which is Chanel West Coast touring DJ. Let me tell you, that was amazing. Sitting up in the Stratosphere, talking to Steve, and we actually had another DJ named Sterling from Kansas City that met us in there. He was there in Vegas for a bowling convention, and just it was so cool. We got our meals comped, we got our drinks comped. We sat in the Stratosphere. We talked DJing the whole time, and technique. I asked for some advice on wedding DJing. These guys have years and years and years of experience, so it was really cool to draw from their experience and figure out what I need to do and to get jazzed about DJing coming back. It's wedding season for me, so it's always good to be hyped up and excited about it when you go out. And also meeting DJ Kitty. I mean, she was a great DJ. I really enjoyed her selections for the Stratosphere. They were appropriate, good house, house selection early on. Kind of moved this into some trap, remixes, but very classy the whole way through. Very well thought out. So DJ Kitty, you did a great job, and it was really cool to meet you. Okay, so one of the other stops in Vegas was also amazing. I was a little skeptical at first, I'll be honest. Just because I didn't understand how a business could run off of this model. I was informed that it was basically a store that all they sold was control vinyl. So again, I was a little bit skeptical when we walked in, but what I found was it was amazing. And I've got that video on the channel too. I did a little video for Rob out there. It's called the One Stop DJ Shop. They're in Vegas, 222 East Imperial. I remember that. And just a great store. I mean, lots of artwork, just DJ culture through and through in that store. Rob, I'll tell you what, he made me feel super comfortable. He let me not only play on the Pioneer S9 in the store, but also the Rain 62. I still love my 62. I can't quite get on board with the S9. Not because it's not a good mixer. I'm used to my 62 and Rain. I've had a Rain mixer ever since I started, and that's just where I'm at with it. So anyway, he's got all kinds of stuff in there. And again, if you want to link to that video and check that out, you can do that on this channel as well. But one other thing I do want to say is he treated me very fairly. Now, he hooked me up with some glow-in-the-dark control vinyl, and also hooked me up with some other picture disc control vinyl. And this shirt right here, got it from Rob out there at the control vinyl, the One Stop DJ Shop out there in Vegas. So I mean, they've got clothes, they've got shoes, they've got 7 inches, they've got DJ equipment, they've got lighting, anything you could think of. So make sure to check that video out and get a hold of them. I mean, we live in a small world with social media. If you're looking for something, Rob will ship it to you. And like I said, he's a great guy. He's going to treat you well. So make sure you check him out. So one of the other things that we did out there in Vegas is checked out other DJs, went places where DJs were and all that stuff. And I can tell you, and I'm not trying to be a jerk, I'm not trying to be egotistical or anything like that, but I do want to make a point that just because you're a Vegas DJ doesn't mean you're a great DJ. Meaning there's a lot of opportunity out there in Vegas right now. I don't know what they were getting paid and stuff like that, but in your bar gigs and everything, it was pretty run-of-the-mill, overlaying 8-bar intros over a chorus and all that good stuff. So it wasn't, the transitions weren't super flashy. Song selection was pretty good. You could tell between the venues that the guys knew where they were playing and knew what they were doing as far as the venue was concerned. But I'll be honest, I wasn't super impressed with the DJs that I saw, just on your regular, bar DJs out there in Vegas. So sorry guys. I'm sure you're great DJs behind the scenes, but just an observation I made. So again, there's opportunity out there for you. Um, Having said that, moving from that, I saw some of the most talented DJs I've ever seen in Vegas. It was just amazing. We went to a club inside the SLS casino, and there was a DJ battle going on. It was free to get in. I believe they do. I think it's called White Label Thursdays. Forgive me, I can't remember the name right now. I'm not going to go look for it, but White Label Thursdays, sponsored by the Blend Institute. I'm sure you can find it. Didn't remember the club name. I don't know if it was on the door or whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was dope. It was awesome. So, DJ Lazy Boy out of California was the winner of the DJ battle. And I'll tell you right now, I can say, like, talking about the bar DJs, I can say I wasn't really impressed, but I can tell you right now that I think there were 6 DJs in this battle, and at least 5 of them were better than me. So, I give credit where it's due. And again, they were amazing. The transitions and the creativity that I saw was absolutely phenomenal. One guy did a Prince tribute during his set. Another guy threw in a clip from Back to the Future, where he's talking about 1955. And then all of a sudden goes into Mr. Sandman in the middle of his set. We're talking a huge hip-hop room. So, I mean, that was very cool to see him, be different. And it was just a great time. And also, while I was there, I look over and I see the one and only DJ Rectangle standing next to me. And I didn't really bother him that much. He, didn't appear, it didn't appear that he was getting paid to be there. Looked like he was having a good time. And so I didn't want to bother him that much, but I did go up and talk to him, tell him I was a fan, tell him that my first scratch record was a DJ Rectangle record. And I asked him for a picture and got that. So that was super cool. And again, he was a really nice guy. And it was really neat to like be in that room and be standing next to a hip hop legend and to be vibing with the same things he was, to be reacting to the same things that he was, while we're watching these DJs. And I got to tell you that the room was amazing. The energy in the room, even the love in the room. I mean, everybody was into it. Springfield, Missouri, not to talk bad about my hometown, but it's a smaller town and we just don't have a huge hip hop culture here. We do, the people that are into the hip hop culture in Springfield are very into it, but we don't have a huge hip hop culture. So it was really nice to be in a room full of hip hop culture and to enjoy that and know that everybody there was there for the same reason and enjoying it just as much as I was, or more so. So that was a great experience. And I got to give a shout out to Fred Guard too. This guy, if to look at him, just a regular guy, and I didn't hear him spin, but this guy, he's getting ready to open up for Cascade. He's done all kinds of cool things in Vegas. He's part of the United DJ crew with the real DJ Steve out there. And it's so cool to see, he's got pictures with all these guys, but it was so cool to see them coming up to him. I don't, be honest, I didn't know who this guy was. But everybody was a fan of Fred Guard, and I am too now. I mean, Fred is just super nice guy. Apparently he does a lot of the installs for places like Hakkasan and takes care of the stereo equipment and all that stuff. So it was just very cool to see everybody coming up to him. And I think he stole a chair at one point because we were sitting in an area with bottle service and it was only a 2-person couch. So he steals a chair and somebody's just mad looking for who stole the chair. They look at him and they see that he took it and he gave it back, but they laughed when they realized that Fred took it. But I think if it would have been anybody else, they might have kicked him out. So it was, again, it was a great time. And after that, I got back on the plane, came back to Springfield. You know, of course, thought about everything. I'm still editing video. I'm still going through pictures and all that stuff. But oh my gosh, the trip was amazing. If I could go back, I wouldn't redo it any other way, but I definitely would go back. I mean, I might visit a few more record stores, might, you know, do a little bit more digging while I was out there. But again, just the experience was great. So once again, I want to thank, you know, Steve. Absolutely, man. I really, really appreciate you letting me stay. Tell your wife the same thing, man. You know, she accommodated me as well. You guys cook great food, by the way. And, you know, I want to give a shout out to Fred Guard again, Rich from Wax Tracks, Rob from the One Stop DJ Shop. Let's see, DJ Rectangle, obviously. And, you know, all the guys that were there on that White Label Thursday. If you are out in Vegas, it is definitely worth checking out. They're always doing something different from what I could tell, you know, by the flyer and all that stuff. So, again, great times had in Vegas. I'm sure there's more. I plan on doing more traveling soon, so I'll be vlogging for you. I'm going to try to do it every week, but I don't know. I mean, I'm in wedding season, busy. We'll see what happens, but I will continue to vlog. So if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, and you know, be looking out for more vlogs, more videos. I'm going to try to post just as much as I can. And once again, thank you for watching.